Welcome to my stream, guys. Welcome to Kicking Balls FC. All right, so we're going to talk everything world football, soccer, football, whatever you want to call it. Today, we're going to be talking about the Euros quarterfinals predictions as well, and also kind of looking back on what went on in this crazy round of 16. Because man, it was it brought like the love of football to like a whole nother level. Let's just be honest about that. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of, review of what happened, and you guys probably know. But so let's just, quickly go through all the round of 16 games and just rank them how well they played. So just give me a sec here. I'm just looking to see if I can get this right. All right. So we got it right here. Okay. So the round of 16. All right. So the first one that you see on the top, it was Belgium versus Portugal. It was a very even game, to say the least. The only bad thing about it was that Kevin De Bruyne got injured. Man, that guy can't catch a break. I'm serious. Like, he really needs like they need like a caution tape around him, because he got injured in Champions League final and now he gets injured again. But the coach technically said that he could miss the next game coming up, but if they move on, there's a possibility he'll come back. So hopefully not too serious. And then Eden Hazard as well, and he's been very good so far for Belgium. So Belgium versus Portugal. Man, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't bring the magic this time. It is what it is. Maybe you needed a little bit of Coca-Cola, Ronaldo. I'm just saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Next one was Italy versus Austria. That was a real nail biter because, man, I really thought that Austria was going to run away with this one, because if you saw the game, you noticed that Austria had a game plan. They were absorbing a lot of pressure from Italy, and the more and more that they were attacking, they were absorbing the pressure from Italy. You can see that Austria was getting those chances, chance after chance, and then that one chance that I don't know. I think it was too close to call. I don't think it was offside, but the VAR said it was offside. So you got to give him that. But then I wonder if that goal would have counted, we would be talking about a completely different team going into the quarterfinals. But Italy hanged in there. The substitutes paid off. And by the time that Austria reacted, it was too late. And they had to go to extra time and won. Italy won 2-1. So Italy was by far looking the best team out of the group stage. But let's be honest. Look at the group stage opponents that Italy had to go through. All right. Because a lot of people are saying, well, yeah, they have over 30 games unbeaten streak. But let's look at the teams that Italy, beat, because I'm not convinced that Italy. So they beat Wales, they beat Switzerland, and they beat Turkey, right? But Switzerland, I'll give them that they did defeat France. So I'll give them that. But if they're still suspect because they're good offensively, but defense, there could be some holes there that other teams could take advantage of. All right, so let's look at the next one. We look at France versus Switzerland. That was quite a game. I remember watching this game, and I really thought, that France was going to walk away with it. I really thought so because, Switzerland strikes first because, of an own goal that happened. And you thought, well, man, how many own goals are happening in the Euros, right? I'm like, this is the reason why the European leagues are so good, so you can master the art of own goals. I'm not quite sure. But then when France on the second half started making that, I remember that one play where Switzerland could have converted a penalty. And I think it was Rodriguez. And Rodriguez at the time, you got to stop letting Rodriguez take penalties. If you're Switzerland, have Shakira. Not Shakira. You know which player I'm talking about. You have to let him take the penalties. Rodriguez, no, he is going to make you lose penalties. But immediately after they lost, that he missed that penalty, France reacted with 2 goals in less than 5 minutes, and I'm thinking, wow, that's it. That is, that's going to put everything to bed. And then the third one came in, and I'm like, wow, that's it. That's game over. Basically, Pogba with that rocket. Woo, that was like masterclass. I'm like, because France didn't look that comfortable. They looked a little lazy in a lot of the plays, especially defensively. And then Switzerland reacted immediately with like less than 10 minutes. And then at the very last minute, they tied it up. And France, you can kind of see going like, what just happened? What is going on? And now we go to extra time, and they had each opportunities to, seal the deal, but they didn't. And then goes to penalties. And oh man, Mape, I feel bad for the kid, man. But I don't know if he's peaking too soon, because of course he's won the World Cup with France, right? But he hasn't won something else significantly. Like he hasn't won Ballon d'Or, he hasn't won a Champions League. He's only stayed in PSG for a while. I think it's time for him to move to another club. He needs to like stay humble. And man, I just have to say, like, it sucks if you're the person that missed the penalty, the very last kick, but he'll grow. He'll grow out of it, so it's no problem. So the next round of 16, Croatia versus Spain. It was just as crazy as the France versus Switzerland game. I really thought Croatia had a chance to beat Spain. It's almost exactly what happened. That game came out first, and Croatia, they tied it at the very last minute, 3-3. And they had an opportunity to score a goal immediately in the first half of extra time. But because they weren't clinical on their finishing, Spain woke up, they got their attackers, and they just were scoring those last 2 daggers to seal the deal. So I got to give credit to Croatia. They, made Spain work for that, that match. All right, Sweden versus Ukraine. Wow, what can I say about this one? That that leg tackle. It was so bad. I just saw like a freeze frame of that tackle where he bended the knee. Ooh, if you have a weak stomach, I wouldn't advise watching this. But Ukraine, they're a good team. They're good. Like, you got to be watching out for them. England versus Germany. Oh, that was such a boring game, but I think that's the England's plan. They want to play a boring type of soccer, football, and they want to, bore the opponent into submission, if that makes any sense. But it works. Like I'll give it to the team manager of England. Like he knows what he's doing. And could it be coming home, the Euros? I don't know. We'll see. England does definitely have an easier bracket, if you notice. So to the next game, Netherlands versus the Czech Republic. Wow. Frank de Boer. Okay, let's just start out with that. You shouldn't start a football sentence with Frank de Boer. If they should have seen Atlanta's United, record with this manager, this coach, it was catastrophic. Like, I don't know what the Dutch FA were thinking of hiring him. I was really puzzled. I'm thinking they were probably thinking is like, well, Mexico got Tata Martinez. Why don't we get Frank de Boer from Atlanta? It's working out well. Well, there's a difference. All right, Tata Martino, he's good, especially with South American players, Latin American players. Frank de Boer, there is no method to the madness. It's all madness. So I'm glad he got sacked, and he should have been sacked earlier. He shouldn't even been considered a coach. And the Czech Republic, man, they came to play. Those guys are good, I'll tell you that. And then the last round of 16, Wales versus Denmark. Wales, all right. Wales looked like a championship second division team in there. Like, I don't know what they were doing. Denmark was just relentless. And I am like cheering for the Denmark as a neutral fan, I should say. It's just that because of that scare with Ericsson, and I hope Ericsson is doing well. He's doing well. But I'm really hoping Denmark goes until the final at least, or even to the semifinal. I think they have a good chance. Like the team spirit is up, a whole country is behind them, and even like I said, neutral fans are like pulling for Denmark. I really hope so. So now, after all that is done, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's look at the quarterfinal matchups. All right. So the first one we got to look at. All right. So the first match that's going to start tomorrow. Right. So we got to look at Belgium versus Italy. All right. So Belgium versus Italy. We're looking at possibly probably the two best teams in the Euros, in my opinion. Right, they're the two best teams, two best attacking, like a team type of a team. I would say. I know it's like redundant, but what I'm saying is like there's not just one star player in their team that everyone looks at. It's just a collection, like a whole unit. So who do I feel that is going to win this game, Belgium versus Italy? I'm going to say I think Belgium's going to win. I think Belgium is going to win, and here's why. Because Belgium, they have a philosophy that has been embedded in them. They've been with the same manager for a while, and they know each other. They can read each other's moves. They are lethal. Even without Eden Hazard or Kevin De Bruyne, they still have Lukaku. That guy's a beast, and other players that could step up as well, right? That's why you built a soccer team out of like a whole collection of players. It's not just 11 on the team. All right, there's 23, and you got to make sure that all of them step up. Italy, I should say. Why do I think Italy is going to lose? Well, I think that Italy has that frustration that you saw against Austria. Like if the goals aren't coming, and if you give a little bit of room for errors, then they're going to punish you, just like Austria did. Like, if I'm telling you, if that goal wasn't offside, we'd be talking about Austria playing against Belgium, right? Because Italy were so lucky. But again, I know Italy is, they haven't lost yet. They're in a good momentum. But I will say this. Italy played extra time, 120 minutes. Belgium only had to go 90. So I'm thinking that Belgium is going to come up much more fresh than Italy. So don't actually be surprised if in the second half, late second half or middle, you can kind of see Italy having some heavy legs, and then Belgium could capitalize on that. So that's why I'm thinking Belgium is going to win. All right. So the next game that we're going to look at, all right, for the quarterfinals is going to be Switzerland versus Spain. All right. So Switzerland versus Spain. This is a very interesting matchup. All right. Again, Spain were very lucky. I will say this. They were very lucky that Croatia didn't capitalize on that first attempt in the first half of extra time. Switzerland, they know how to ground out games. They know the art of it. If they could do it against France, they could totally do it against Spain, right? But Spain and France are two different teams. I get that. But hear me out. Switzerland has a game plan. They know how to frustrate their opponents. You saw that against France, right? And again, Spain actually fell into the trap of being too comfortable once they were leading 3-1 in the second half, late second half. And what happened? 2 goals to tie it up, right? I could see the same thing happening in this game. I could see Switzerland capitalizing Spain if that were to happen, or frustrating Spain into a draw and drag it out to penalties, because I could tell that Switzerland has the advantage of, thinking of, I don't know what. Like, I just think that Switzerland has something. They just have something. I think Switzerland is going to win. I think Switzerland's going to win. And I believe that it's going to be another upset in this Euros. I just have a feeling, because they have that experience of going to penalties and winning them. It's a mental toughness. But if they need to, beat a certain team to get to penalties, then that's what's going to happen. All right. So the next quarterfinal, Ukraine. Wait, no. Gone wrong. You already saw what I was going to say. So England versus Ukraine. You already saw what I was going to say. So what do I think? Who's going to win? I'm sorry, England. I think Ukraine is going to win. Why do I say that? Well, this is actually going to be a game that's not going to be in Wembley. Okay, so I'll say this: England had the home field advantage against Germany, and Germany looked horrible. Let me sidetrack a little bit. Germany, they should have fired that coach Low, even like right after that World Cup in 2018 in Russia. Like anyone could beat this German team. I'm serious. Look at the teams that beat Germany. Mexico, South Korea, Hungary almost beat them if it wasn't for that last ditch goal. And then look at the qualifiers. I have nothing else to say than this Germany team is a shadow of its own self. All right, going back to this. So why do I think Ukraine will win? All right, so I think Ukraine will win because of three things. Number one, there is no home field advantage for England, right? They're going to play in Rome. The second thing is that I believe that Ukraine has a way to, stress the opponents out. They have really good tall players that could be very lethal in aerial corner kicks or free kicks. And then third, if they do go to extra time, just like you saw against Sweden, they could have a little bit more fresher legs. I know I'm kind of, contradicting myself, because why would Ukraine be more fresh than England since they had to play extra? Well, I know that Ukraine has that more toughness. I saw a little bit of doubt in England's way of, going forward. I saw that England didn't have that killer instinct at the moment. And, if you're playing against a good team and you leave those spaces open, they're going to hurt you so bad. Right. So that's why I think Ukraine is going to win. And then the last game, the Czech Republic versus Denmark. All right. So the Czech Republic versus Denmark. Oh, that's a tough one. All right. I'm going to say this. I think the team that's going to win, it's going to be Denmark. I'm rooting for them. I am hoping they can at least go to the semifinals. I really do, because I think that Denmark has this whole country behind them. They have this cohesion. They want to, win the Euros and dedicate it to Eriksen, and they have the team to do it. They have the depth. The Czech Republic, they are good. All right, there's no question about that. But I just have to say that I have to go with Denmark. Like, they just have this, I feel like this momentum that is going on with them. So hopefully, I am proving right. I know that I'm sort of thinking that I should switch the Ukraine and England, but I'm going to stick with Ukraine just for the thought that they're not playing in Wembley. But yeah, that's so far what I think is going to happen with the Euros going on. So it's going to be probably, hopefully, the semifinals will be Belgium versus Switzerland, and then Ukraine versus Denmark. So those are my predictions. And I will say for the Belgium versus Italy game, it won't go to extra time. It's not going to go to extra time. I think it's going to be settled in 90 minutes because Belgium can finish it in 90 minutes. If they saw those tapes, what I'm talking about, if you can expose Italy in those last moments and they could have more tired legs, it should be over in 90 minutes. Switzerland versus Spain, I'm thinking it could actually go to penalties. I think it will go to penalties, and then Switzerland could prevail against this Spanish team. And then Ukraine versus England. I think it could be settled in 90 minutes, but I have a feeling that there will be extra time. If it does go to extra time, I will say this. If it goes to extra time, then I would say England could have the advantage just because they're fresher and they didn't go 120 minutes against Germany. And then the last, Czech Republic versus Denmark. I think Denmark will finish it in 90 minutes. So I think that's where I am at with this bracket. So hopefully, what did you guys think? Do you guys think that I did the right call? Did I make the wrong call? Make sure that you might put a comment below on the comments section or even the live broadcast. It was fun. We're going to do this again once I know we get the results for the quarterfinal matches, and then probably July 5th, a day before the semifinals, I will make another update on if I was correct or if my bracket is broken. And let's see what happens, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. It's going to be so many games left of soccer that is still left. Also, I will be doing another type of bracket. It's going to be the Copa America bracket because I am following that too. So it's going to be a summer full of football, soccer, Futbol, like you name it. I am ready for it. And then we're going to go to the World Cup, especially the World Cup qualifiers that are coming up. I'm so excited for that. It's going to be next year in 2022. I really wish it was in the summer though, but it's going to be in the winter and it's going to feel so weird. But again, that's all, mouth-watering matches that we're, hopefully going to see soon, starting tomorrow, and then the Copa America, and then I'm also going to go talk about the group games coming up for the Gold Cup as well. So thank you guys, for stopping by. Again, if you want more content for for soccer, football, whatever you call it around the world, a beautiful game, come to this live stream and also YouTube channel. All right. So if you need more information, you can also follow me here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Twitter as well. It's going to be Kicking Balls FC. All right. So I am the creator of that channel as well. And also I'll be talking about, other matches that are going on. So I'm going to be talking about not just the Euros. I'm going to talk about a lot of things. So these are some of the things that I will be discussing, I will say. So it's going to be like U.S. men's national team, U.S. men's national team. Sorry about that. I'm going to talk about Champions League, other leagues that are in Europe, world tournaments, like you name it. And even I will thinking of doing a live stream matchup live as well, because those are always fun. So I'm really excited for this quarterfinals matchup, and then also Copa America. So thank you guys again. If you like, the content of this video, make sure you like it, subscribe to it, follow me on Twitter as well, Kicking Balls FC, where we're kicking the ball to the truth. What is the truth? The beautiful game. Soccer, football, Futbol, foosball, whatever you want to call it. It's the beautiful game. All right, guys. Thank you.